Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to talk about Rahu transit in Aquarius and its impact on Cancer rising. So anybody with a Cancer rising, Cancer ascendant, Cancer lagna or moon in Cancer. And this video is applicable for all of them. Now let's talk about the transit. So Rahu would be transiting in Aquarius, which means Rahu would be transiting in your 8th house. So what does the 8th house in a horoscope represents? 8th house is the house of, occult. 8th house is the house of mysticism. 8th house is the house of research. 8th house is the house of, gains, uncertain gains. 8th house is the house of, exploration. So 8th house is a, a malefic house, and Rahu is a malefic planet. So when Rahu, a malefic planet, enters a malefic house, it produces positive results for you. So like, I'll give you an example. Like if you studied in maths, a malefic planet, like minus plus. Therefore, negative plus negative is equal to positive. In the same way, a malefic planet in a malefic house brings positive results. Now, let's talk about, what results this Rahu brings for you. So the first thing is, the 8th house is also the house of regeneration of organs. 8th house is the house of, addictions. And 8th house is the house of rebirth. 8th house is the house of transformation, which means, like if you've been struggling with some kind of an addiction, be it smoking, be it drinking, be it, drugs, be it food, you've been struggling with this addiction since a good long period of time. In the next 1.5 years, you will get complete support from Rahu in order to quit that addiction. Now, the second thing is, as I said, this is the house of regeneration of your organs, which means, you've been struggling with some kind of a disease, be it like any organ of the body, be it blood pressure, be it, a heart, be it your liver, be it your kidney, any organ of the body. This is the time when when you can, regenerate that organ completely, which means, you can cure that disease, which is, following you since the last couple of years, since a long period of time. You can be the best version of yourself. You can completely transform yourself in becoming the best version of yourself. So, this is seen from here. Now, the next thing is, if I talk about the next area, this transit will, impact. This would be about, the area of research. So we all know that, what is research? Like, what is the value of research in today's modern era? Research means, we are investing our energy into something, and we have some kind of an experience or some kind of an expertise in that area. This is what is research. Now, with Rahu, 8th house is the house of research. With Rahu, what happens is that Rahu, it just magnifies anything you do, wherever, whichever area, whichever house it sits, it just magnifies its results. So, in terms of you, what would happen is 8th house is the house of research. And when Rahu is sitting there, that means, you would take a step towards the research. And you would get, complete support of Rahu, which means, you would be able to get the most accurate information that would help you, build up your research. So in the next 1.5 years, you could be becoming a perfect master of some subject. Now I would like to give you a hint around, what kind of areas, what kind of, industry which comes under the domain of Rahu. So, artificial intelligence, cyber security, robotics, space technology, information technology, all these modern industries, they are under the domain of Rahu. So you can, if you want, you can, do the research on in these industries, and it is going to be an extremely competitive, and something which is can be monetized if you become a master in this area. That's one. Now, I'm not saying that you only focus on research in this area. You can pick up research in any area of your choice, like whatever business you are doing, whatever like job work you are doing. You can do research in relation to that. Your research could be around food. Your research could be around fashion. Your research could be around health. Your research could be around even medical science, like some kind of medicine. So I'm just saying that research is one area where you would get complete support of this in the next 1.5 years. You would get complete support in terms of research. So if you pick up research, you would see you excel in that area, in that subject which you choose to research on. Now that's number two. Now third thing, cancer people. This is the time for healing also. So if any one of you have some like trauma, childhood trauma, or some mental blockage, some mental problem, I would really highly recommend that this is the time. In the next 1.5 years, you should work on healing on that problem. If you have any kind of emotional issues, mental issues, anything which is like a stuck in the mind, trust me, that is something which is not good. That is like something which is have a deep rooted impact on you. So if there is any trauma around you, anything which you have faced, and you people never share your pain with others, you keep this thing inside, and this placement of Rahu specifically is meant for healing you from that trauma. So I would suggest you one thing: find alternate methods of healing yourself emotionally, because you are very emotional people, and Moon is completely Moon controls you completely. So, if you find some alternate ways of healing, so, the best way to heal, at least, speak this out with someone, at least, just don't let this stay inside you, speak it out. So, very important time to heal yourself. And, once you will heal, you will see that, you got free from such a big bondage, from such a big, emotional liability. So you should speak out, you should heal yourself, in terms of emotionally. Now let's talk about the money. So of course, this particular transit of Rahu brings a lot of money. It brings exponential, money through speculation in terms of, stock market, in terms of cryptocurrency. But I must strongly recommend you, while the time, Rahu is, the Rahu movement into the next nakshatra would be on the 3rd of August 2026. So and that would be a, very good, movement for money. So what I would suggest you is that, this is the time for you to buy stocks and hold them, and have a very disciplined approach towards investing, have a very conservative approach towards investing. Don't go for extremely, adventurous stocks. Don't go for extremely adventurous, volatile cryptocurrency. Just go for some, like stable stocks. Keep them in your portfolio. And third, August 2026, okay, is the time when Rahu moves into the next nakshatra, is the time for you to think about the exit. This is the time to be conservative around, investing. Now, this time also, means uncertain gains, passive income through in-laws, income through lottery, income through insurance. All this is seen from 8th house, and Rahu's placement in 8th house definitely, indicates this kind of, income, unearned income, unexpected income. So money-wise, it's going to be a good phase. Now coming to the next thing. is, around analytics. So this 8th house is also about analytics, which means, you like we all work, and you go to your work, like your business, your profession, your job. Just go to your work, see, and evaluate how many problems do they have. Okay, now pick up one area, pick up one problem. You would be excellent in analytics. You would be be a master in numbers. So if you pick up one area, and you start working on that, you would see that you would be able to resolve, and that would be a great contribution for your business, for your company, for your employer, and that would fetch you a lot of, rewards as well as recognition. And that would also fetch you a lot of, I would say, visibility. So analytics, I must, strongly recommend you that, you should focus on analytics, because this is a completely, favorable time in terms of, doing some analytics. Numbers, would be your, competency area. Now, next thing, you know, is like you would definitely have inclination towards, spiritualism. You would have inclination towards unexplored, areas. You would be interested in exploration towards mysticism, towards astrology, towards numerology, towards tarot. So yes, these occult sciences, you would be inclined towards these sciences. But again, Rahu has a nature that it just magnifies. So wherever house it sits, it just magnifies the the it just magnifies the house. So which means if your interest towards astrology should remain an interest. It should not be over dependence on astrology. So don't get into that kind of a zone. Now, it's as I said, this is a malefic planet in a malefic house. So of course, you can't be expecting all the good things only. Of course, because this is a malefic house. So definitely, you would expect little bit of problems also. So during this time, yes, there is a possibility around stress. I mean, you would feel stressed. You would feel tense. You would experience tension. So this is something which is seen. Now, the next thing what I'm going to say is not applicable for all. This is basically, if Venus in your natal chart has a relation with, Rahu in transit, any kind of relation through aspect, like there are multiple ways. So if that happens, yes, there is a possibility that, for your emotional needs, for your physical needs, you may opt for more than one partner. So this is also seen from here. So there is a possibility around this. So, now this is like mostly what I wanted to talk about this transit. So I just want to say one thing. This particular transit, my only intention through this channel is to, just tell you about, what kind of area your stars are showing. Like what path, what is the position of your stars? What is the position of the sky? What is the position of your planets in the, sky? And if you align your action, if you align your, thinking, your mind according to the stars, according to, whatever is happening around you in terms of, those stars, you would see a lot of, I would say a lot of contentment. You would see a lot of peace, and you would be able to, you would be happy. And this is the only intention I have through this channel, is to, keep, I would not say guide. I mean, I'm trying to do my bit with my little bit of knowledge. So I can just tell you, this is happening. So just align your actions accordingly. And, you would be able to, I think so, you would be able to, live a better life, and gain more from your action. So now, one thing, guys, you have to remember, whatever I'm saying, there is this is about the transit. Okay. But we also have to see, what is the placement of Rahu in your natal chart? what Mahadasha, what Pratyantardasha, what Antardasha you are passing through with. So only, then this makes complete sense. So this is, you have to consider this also. So that's all what I wanted to share in this video, guys. If you've liked this video, I would request you to press the subscription, to press the bell notification, and people, those who are, passing through with Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha, and Rahu Pratyantardasha, those people can, just write a comment, and I will add something, on top of that, which is definitely of value for you. Also, if people, want to know about Rahu's Upai, or, Rahu's treatment, I would just tell you one more thing here. So, there is no day for Rahu. Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there is no day. There is a time. So, when the sun is the biggest enemy of Rahu. When sun sets, say, for example, today sun sets at 7 p.m. So from 7 p.m. to 7:30, those 30 minutes is the time for you to treat Rahu, do the treatment for Rahu, and that would be the most effective way to treat Rahu. So if anybody wants to, want to do some treatment for Rahu, and you want to know what treatment should you do, you can just add a comment, and I will let you know. So that's it for today, guys. If anybody wants to talk to me directly, I've shared my number in the description. You can connect with me on WhatsApp, and that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for your time, and you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.